Former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has suffered a major blow in the courts, and the three-judge bench that is hearing and determining the case that he had filed challenging his impeachment has rendered its judgment in 5 of the 7 counts as at the time of recording. And in all those counts, they have dismissed them on the grounds of constitutionality, saying that basically a procedure was followed when the former deputy president was removed from office. The three-judge bench, including Justice Anthony Mrima, Frida Mugambi, and the other judge, I can't seem to remember his name, have determined the case rather on 7 bases. One of those bases is the public participation element. And in this element, the judges have determined that indeed the members of the public, that is Kenyans, you and I, were given an opportunity to participate in the process of removing from office the former deputy president. They say that Parliament had given an ample time for the public to submit their memorandas and their opinions on the impeachment motion. They say that an online portal was provided where Kenyans could submit their opinions, and they also say that the form, the opinion form that Kenyans were given to fill whether they support or do not support the impeachment motion was given in both English and Swahili. And this is important. Why is this important to the judges? The judges say that this is important because it shows intention by Parliament, Senate, and the National Assembly to include everybody by using the national languages of English and Swahili. So somebody who does not understand either can use the other language to submit their opinion. Another area that came for determination is the process of replacing Rigathi Gachagua, the process of appointing into office Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki as the deputy president, the third deputy president of the Republic of Kenya. And in this matter, the petitioners argued that the public participation was not done in this particular process. However, the judges have dismissed that ground, saying it was not necessary for Parliament to do public participation in this process of replacing or nominating or vetting the appointed deputy president, which in this case is the current serving deputy president, Professor Abraham Kithure Kindiki. Another matter that came for determination before the three-judge bench is whether the courts have the mandate and the right to listen to a political impeachment case. Why? The petitioners were arguing that impeachment in itself is a political process. Parliament sits as a political body where MPs are elected politically. So this political process, if the courts determine or decide that they are going to engage in the political element of leadership, it is going to be null and void. However, the courts have determined that indeed impeachment has political elements, but it also has legal elements that the courts can sit down and determine whether constitution and the law was followed in that matter. So it has decided, the three-judge bench, that they indeed had the mandate and the political, or rather the constitutional power, to listen to and to determine an impeachment motion once it is done in both houses of parliament, that is the Senate and the National Assembly. So the matter is as good as done. As we speak now, we are at count 5 out of count 7, and all these counts have crumbled. So I highly doubt if these other counts are going to hold water, given that the main counts which have been given priority, the first, second, and third count, have crumbled. However, if they fail to crumble, that is, if they hold water, then probably the impeachment might be nullified, but highly unlikely. And if they indeed crumble, then the case is going to be thrown away, which means that the second deputy president, Rigathi Gachagua, will remain impeached and the third deputy president will remain in office. Kenya Today, we will keep you up to date with the latest as far as this case is concerned. Subscribe.